Good morning. Yeah, that's the pillow. When I sleep, it's like a ball of like sheets and pillows. Okay, so it's about 8 something in the morning right now. I had a hard time falling asleep last night. I don't know why. The bed was okay. You know, I brought my own like an egg crate kind of like foam topper, and then in addition to that, another sort of down comforter feeling, but it's not down, it's just cotton mattress topper as well. And then I covered all that with a fitted sheet. And then these are the regular, you know, kind of leathery couch cushions that are what supports you. I'm trying to put on my earrings here. I brought 3 blankets. I have my thin knitted one, I have, this is like a fleece one, and then this is like a cotton comforter as well. And man, was it cold. I was cold. I slept with this on, but there was a point in the evening. Let me see if I can see. I may have to go do this in the bathroom. Oh, there we go. There was a point in the evening where I was feeling a little warm, but I do know that it is like scientifically proven people sleep better when they sleep in the nude. So it actually is true for me too. Sometimes I'll fall asleep in full pajamas like what I'm wearing right now and sleep good all night and wake up and it's like, wow, great. But if I find that I'm struggling in the middle of the night, I just go ahead and like take it all off. And eventually I did start falling asleep, and then I would wake up and fall back to sleep. But let me show you a little bit. I opened up my window. This is what our campground looks like a little bit. It's just where all the RVs are, where all the people are. There's a tent on this side as well. I don't know if you can see the RV. But next to it on the ground, it's just really low, it's hard to see, is a little tent. So, oh, there goes a little casita. I don't know if you saw it. What I don't like about this rig is that these are pretty much the only windows, because that window is the main kitchen window, but because they put the bathroom right in front of the window, they have to like blur out that window. You can't see through this window. It's kind of like frosted glass. So they have another model. We're just strictly talking about Cruise America, right? Because if you go and you buy this RV, that window's not frosted, even though you have your bathroom right here. It just comes with like a blinds, I guess vertical blinds, because they can't put curtains where there's cooking because of the fire hazard. You can close them for your privacy for when you come out of the bathroom, but they don't put those in the rentals because rentals are put through a lot of banging up, a lot of like wear and tear, and vertical blinds very easily can break and crack and bend and twist, and so they just frost the glass. This model also, when it's not Cruise America, they have a big window in the back. I mean, that would be beautiful to be surrounded by windows, right? I don't know why they take that out in their specific rentals. It's filled with like stickering and like decals that say Cruise America. Maybe that's why. So when they go to sell these, they do sell them. This is a 2024. This is like the newest one. When they gave it to me, they said, you're like the second person to use this. This is basically brand new. I think I'm the second person to use this because while it was relatively clean, I'm very clean. So I could find a little hair in the bathroom, or I could find a little food particle on top of the, the counter near the stove. They cleaned it up. I actually found little bits of Scotch-Brite. There's still a piece stuck here. Here we go. I took it off. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it did not fell out of my fingers. When you use like those tough metal Scotch-Brite type of like sponges, sometimes little pieces of it can fall off. There it is. And it was like stuck. Okay, that's stuck between my fingers. There it is. That's Scotch-Brite. And I have found a lot of this throughout in different areas. So someone, I don't know if it was the company themselves or the previous owner, but they tell us when we're renting them that we need to return them nice and clean. And some of these door handles are already, you can't tell because it's very small, but very scratched up. So you gotta be careful what you use to clean these things, See, there's food there. There's like something sticky, some sticky substance there. Anywho, they make them a little tougher because these are rented out. And then they do sell them when they get old. So right now the 2020 models are currently being sold because they only keep them for the first 4 years for rental. So Next year, it'll be 2025, 24, 23. No, 24, 23, 22, 21, because they're selling the 2020s, right? Right now. Next year, they'll sell the 2021s. And you can buy them, they refurbish them completely, or you can buy them as is, and they're even cheaper. But I don't know why I'm doing that. I just don't want there to be any... I'm a person that cleans as I go. I don't usually do like a assigned cleaning day unless it's like a big task in my house, for example, like mopping the floor or whatever. But if I'm doing something and I see a little bit of grime somewhere, I just kind of go for it. There's something there and I can't get to it. Ooh. Anywho, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, get cleaned up, put on some nice, warm, comfortable clothes. I'm gonna make my coffee and go outside for a walk because I really want to check out this park. And they say it's small and you can see it in no time. And I want to be out of here by 10 because I'm going to another park up in Swanee by the Swanee River that is gonna take me like 4 to 5 hours to get to, considering how fast I can go. I can't go like 90 miles an hour in this thing. I typically go 60, 65, you know, sometimes 70 if I'm on like the ice. When I was on the I-75, it was working okay going at 70, but you shouldn't go super fast in these things because they're not the most fuel efficient. But let me make myself a pot of coffee, get cleaned up, change out of these pajamas, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So we have our pot going there, and then I like to use a little bit of this because it's easy. I don't have to like bring a whole coffee maker, and it does not taste bad. Again, none of this is sponsored. This is just what I like to use. And I like this one because it has turkey tail, which is, where do I see it? There it is. It's good for digestion, right here. Turkey tail, healthy digestion. And then King Trumpet fights oxidative stress. As we all know, oxidative stress. Oxidation is what creates free radical cells or turns free radical cells cancerous. So we're gonna use this again to mix all that together along with the creamer. And this was from last night. And this is for my mixer. So I think I'm just gonna have that. Again, I'm gonna spare the lid from being dirty. It's another thing to wash because my gray tanks were already getting too full last night. Let's see where they're at today. Gray, empty, okay. Because I had to dump it last night. Black, that's my fresh water, and my batteries are good. Okay. I gotta make my bed. I don't have to make my bed. I mean, who's here to see it, right? But it's just me. I like to make my bed. There's something about when you make your bed that it just makes your day feel, even though this is harder to do in an RV where your bed is like up against the wall like this, that makes your day feel a little bit better to look at the bed and be like, oh, it's made. You know, I did that. Okay, that's cool. I can't believe I needed 3 blankets. I'm just straightening it out, to be quite honest, because there for now. And as I was walking yesterday to the bathhouse back over there, there is a little sign that says, you know, walk past this way to dump trash. So I have 2 little trash bags. The one for the bathroom is not really very full, so I think I'll keep that one. Oh, struggling here. We're just gonna bring you and or drop you off right here so I can talk to you. The one for the bathroom is not that full, so I think I'll just leave that one. But the one that I use for my food, for my kitchen stuff, is pretty full. I ended up having, aside from my sandwich and some fruit, I had pineapple, banana, and clementine, like little tangerine oranges. I also had, there goes the water, it's boiling already, a cup of noodles. I was really hungry. I hadn't eaten anything all day. I didn't have a decent breakfast. I had a cereal bar, and I didn't have any lunch. turn this off and unplug it. I'm already getting hot in here just from the, I don't know what. Just because. I guess it's from doing this. Okay. Let's bring you back over here. So, as you can see, the bed is almost finished being somewhat made here. Pillow. Take this, just throw it all over on top of everything. Whew. And now I'm hot. Turn on the AC. Maybe I should just crack open a window, get some of that cold air in here. That was pretty easy to do. Hang on. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, this one goes this way. Although, kind of smells like smoke out there, like firewood. No, let's keep the screens closed because there are bugs out there. Yeah, the screens slide open and close if you want to open and close them. I'm gonna close these now. Oh, I see a dead bug right there, like a little dead mosquito. Guess I got stuck on the window screen there from the previous renters. Put the hot water now, which this part always scares me just a tad. Just gonna hold it down. It's a lot easier with two hands. Yesterday I was holding my phone and doing this. And as usual, I'm gonna leave my pot on the stove. As the stove still is hot, it will help evaporate whatever water is left inside the pot. And then we'll take our little stirrer here. And we're going to whip it. You can see that steam, huh? Oh, this one you don't have to hold down. I have one at home that you have to hold down, and this one's rechargeable. The one at home requires batteries, but I always buy rechargeable batteries. So. These fridges are so tiny, you have to take stuff out in order to reach something else. I think I'm gonna enjoy my coffee outside on my little lawn chair out there. It's better than a camping chair. I brought my lawn chair. I think that should be enough. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Should do it. This is my little kitchen towel, my hair towel, slightly smaller than this one. This is like body towel. It's microfiber, so it dries fairly quickly. We'll put this back. And we'll put this bad boy back as well. And we're going to put it in this little thingamajig. We're not going to use it again until tonight. And what I'll do is I'll keep like a protein bar. I also have protein bars like next to me while I'm driving, so that if I get hungry during the drive. Oh, actually, yesterday when I prepared myself a sandwich for dinner, I went ahead and prepared 2 sandwiches. So the other one is in the fridge. I'll put it next to me before I head out, and with plenty of water to drink, so I don't have to stop unless I really need to pee. That's why I'm drinking my coffee now. Then I'm gonna go for a walk around the park, because the coffee makes you really want to pee. So while I'm hopefully walking around checking out the park, I can then have the urgency before I get on the road. If I drink it right before I get on the road, then an hour into driving, I already want to pee. And we have a little protein shake too, just in case. Here's the sandwich. And then I have actually in the freezer 4 burger patties, and I have plenty of brioche burger buns, cheese, ketchup, mayo, mustard to make some burgers for dinner for the rest of the week. I'll have that with some fruit, some chips, and beer, of course. I don't drink beer all the time. I just sometimes like it, and only Stella. So let's go outside and enjoy this coffee. The one gripe that I have about this place is that it should have more little hooks. Like up here, there's only 2 hooks. So I have my bathing towel, my hair towel, and I had to hang my kitchen towel because it was a little wet. So I'm just gonna, that one should be dry. This is my bathroom face hand towel. I guess I'm being a little too traditional. You could just use any of these towels to dry your face, but I don't want any one towel to be like soaked all the time, you know? So if you're constantly drying your face and your hands when you brush your teeth or whatever with the same towel that you're gonna dry yourself off when you take a shower, it's gonna be cold and wet. So I have one for the hair, one for the body, and one for the hands and face. And then this one's for the kitchen, which should be dry by now. So I'm just gonna, you know, put it back here in the kitchen. Just kind of fold it in half like this. It's not the newest towel, so it's a little misshapen. That's okay. And I just throw it on like so. Right, we got our coffee ready to go. Look at that, nice and frothy. I don't know if you can see that. And we're gonna go drink it out there on our chair. Let's go. It's not as cold. I want to hurry up and finish this, get dressed. It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. I want to walk around the park and I want to get ready to go because I have a long drive. So. Can you hear that? Listen. Listen. Nothing and no one. The bed is all made. Pajamas are tucked into a little corner as well as the cutting board so it doesn't hopefully fall while I'm driving. Everything in the kitchen has been put away. This is just here like this to dry. Once it's dry, I'll put it away. I got my keys and my hair clip, my sweater, and I'm gonna put on my shoes, and I'm gonna go check out this park. when I am done looking at the park, I just need to secure this a little bit better, like close it, push it further back so it doesn't fall while I'm driving, as well as my toiletries bag. I didn't realize my little shampoos and conditioners, I had them here. I'm like, well, I guess I'll throw them in the sink so they don't fall. There's a medicine cabinet, but they could still fall while I'm driving, so I just have to make sure to check it, open it slowly when I arrive at the next park. I'm gonna go ahead and uncover all of this because I'm already dressed. I've got sweatpants because it is kind of cold. I have my t-shirt from the last park that I was at and my favorite hat. And I'm gonna take a sweater. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna need it because I'm very comfortable in like high 50s, low 60s degree weather. So I'm debating whether I should take it or not, but I wanna beat this clock. It's 9:30 and I wanted to leave here by 10, so let's get going. I also just want to set the record straight for those of you who might see this in my shot. Get your head out of the gutter. That's not what I use it for. This is very good for chapped lips, considering that it's going to be cold and I kind of always have dry lips. I use it for my lips. Just a tiny, like, amount. Just enough. Not like a glob or anything like that. It's also very good for if you have dry feet. You do the same thing where your calluses are, you know, your big toe or your heel. Rub it all over your feet and then put some socks on and leave them on overnight. When you take off your socks, you have baby soft feet. So that's why that's there, because if in the middle of the night I wake up with a dry mouth, I drink some water, my lips feel dry, I put some on, as well as my moisturizer. 41 years old, and people don't believe that I'm 41. I don't use any special facial anything. I don't use retinol, I don't use hyaluronic acid, I don't use anti-aging creams. All that stuff did was break me out worse and give me rashes. I only use strictly Aveeno body lotion on my face. And this is, I have a little pimple here, but that's hormonal. But this is my skin, and that's all I use, guys. Here, campground is here, entrance is here, so we're gonna walk all this half a mile, not bad. Then we gotta walk back. It's very sandy. I don't like walking in sand because it feels like you're constantly slipping and falling into it. It's hard to get a grip on your feet. Okay. Little corner here. There's probably going to be prettier sights somewhere else where you can see the water a little better. But let's go. We got half an hour, and it is 9:48, and we have about a 4.5 hour drive. If we consider one stop, that's about 5 hours. So if we leave at 10:30, we'll get there at 3:30. Not bad, considering I'll be at that other park for 3 days. So this is interesting. There's tents back there. There's primitive tent camping the closer you get to the river. There's a little fire pit there as well. I think I'm gonna go the river way. Bamboo. Let's hoping one doesn't fall on me. Bamboo everywhere. See? are bamboo trees. There's a boat ramp up there. I don't know if you can see. It's in a tree. Let's stick to the path. There's a lot of bamboo here. Look at these. My goodness, if that falls on someone. You gotta kind of be careful and look up when you're in places like this, because when you're hiking and there's a lot of foliage above you, especially due to the recent storms, there's a lot of debris everywhere. You do have to be careful. Like, this tree's kind of like hanging on its side. Just keep an eye out. Make sure nothing's too loose right above your head, and if it is, just dash past it as quickly as possible, because the last thing you need is to get knocked out by a piece of the tree that just fell on your head. So yeah. Kayaker back there. Hi. That's cool. They don't rent them out here. You have to have your own. So I don't have my own kayak, nor do I have the room for it. Look at all these bamboos that have fallen over. My goodness. Yeah, let's get out of here. You can see some of the river. There's a lot of, I don't know if that's mud, oil, or what, but it's quite dirty. These are baby bamboo. New ones are sprouting, I guess. I think that's what they are. They look like tiny baby bamboo. Look at this, how pretty. It's creating a natural arch. And there's one behind me too, there. I think these are baby bamboo. See? They look like it. They're a little thinner and smaller. Anyway, I gotta save my memory and battery for when we get to the historic part. So, no more woods. Just kidding. Look at this. I wish I can go kayaking. They do have a launch for canoes and kayaks, but they don't rent them out. I think I mentioned that already, but and I don't have my own, and nor do I want one, because they're very expensive, they're very big and bulky, and I don't have any more storage space left in my house, considering all my camping gear. So I only enjoy kayaking where it's available to rent. So we made it. We started out here and now we're here. So this is the historic settlement, but that was pretty quick. So I want you to have an idea of the size of this place. There's a building there to check out, a building there, a building there, and there's another one behind that one. See that main white one? There's another one there. So there is a lot to see. Oh, and there's another, I just spotted another little one right over there somewhere. Pretty wide and open. This is the historic site. So I'm guessing, you know, there's a history of people called the Khorasan people, and we're gonna see what it's all about. But I read up a little bit about it, but didn't retain all that information. So they were settlers that came from somewhere. There's like a stairway here. What that leads to. It looks like a boardwalk, I guess. These are the steps here. This looks old. I don't think this was added to the park. I think that's part of the original historic. This boardwalk may have been added. These things don't last, but it says there's gators, of course, but it's too cold. They're reptiles, so if it's cold like this, they're not going to want to come out and play. That is some murky, muddy dirty water. I wouldn't be too afraid to kayak here at this time of year because, again, gators don't like the cold. They're probably down at the very bottom. They're seldom gonna come up to the top. Of course, they need to eat, of course, so I'm sure they'll eat something that they find at the bottom. They're reptiles. You know, iguanas, they freeze up in the trees and fall flat down. I don't think gators like the cold weather. So I think they stay warmer if they're down there. If they come up, they're gonna feel this cold air. I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm no gator expert, but look. We're out of this house now.
They would vote for the same candidate in the referendum. The Corrections were all registered as Democrats, but 2 years earlier they had all voted for Theodore Roosevelt, the Republican candidate for president. Lee County's Democratic Party wasn't happy about that, so they decided to disqualify all the votes cast by the Corrections in their primaries. This prompted
Now, which house do I go to first? That one over there? There's a structure back there. Or that one. There's also that one, which I forgot about. We just came out of this one. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to see them all because I do have a long drive. 5 hours. And you can't really get there past dark because then it gets a little difficult to set up. So I think I'm just gonna come into this one and then maybe stop by that one and then head back to camp to get ready to unplug and head out. Although that does look really cool. Can't go in. I don't know if you can. There's a bedroom. And this looks like another bedroom. I don't know if you can go into this one. We'll see. It's closed. Yeah, it's closed. Creepy 1800s photos. Oh no, look at that. It's George Washington. That's pretty. It's like a big well, I guess. Yeah, there's no entry in this park. That's one of the other bedrooms. Like a changing, whatever you call that thing. I forgot that. Room divider. Pretty much it, guys. I don't think there's entry here. Let's see if this one's open. Nope, it is locked. That's where we were on the opposite side over there. I think I'm gonna check out this one last white building that's over there. And then I'm gonna head back because I need to put my rug and my chair away, and I need to unplug the water and the electric. I don't think I need to dump because I can probably do that at the other campsite. I don't know if the other campsite is a full hookup. Maybe I should dump. I don't know. I'm gonna call the other campsite and ask them if my site has sewage hookup. I hope it does. This little house also is basically just a little vestibule and everything is covered with glass. You cannot enter, but you can see some of the historic artifacts, things that they used. Probably same thing over there. I think I'm gonna head back. I'm almost done with the trails because this is exactly where I came to and I was like, I'll take the river trail. I took that over to the historic location and then I took the blue trail back. There's some people. I don't like when people say you're green. But I'm heading back. There is a dump station at the park that I'm gonna go to. I don't think each site has its own dump. That would have been good because my gray tank got full last night. I used Dr. Bronner's soap only. So it was basically, gray tank is just your sinks and your shower. It's not toilet. There's no pee or poop in it. It's just water with a little bit of soap. I know that you shouldn't dump typical soap like Dawn and shampoos and conditioners into the ground, but Dr. Bronner's is known to be eco-friendly, bio-friendly. So last night I went to the little tanks that you pull open, and I opened it with a glove on, and I pulled the gray tank, and I had to empty it because my shower water would not drain. It was completely full. I'm like, how did this happen? All I did was use the sink a couple of times and take one shower. I mean, I did wash my hair, but are my showers that long? I filled up a whole tank. So I'm worried about that happening while I'm over there, since I won't have the ability to connect. If I don't have my own sewage, I have to dump here before I leave at the dump station, or there as I arrive at their dump station. So, I mean, the black tank should be fine. I've only peed a couple of times since I got in it yesterday. I mean, that's it. I don't know what to do. We'll see. I think I'll just maybe dump when I'm arriving there. But then again, if I dump here before I drive out, I'm decreasing some of the weight off the vehicle, which is better for fuel economy, and I have a long drive. So I think I just answered my own question. I think I'm gonna dump here before I leave, because as I'm driving, I'm not really gonna be running any water unless I need to pull over to stop to pee. I'll pee in my own bathroom before I stop at a, truck stop or one of those, what do you call them? They probably don't even have them because I'm not going along the turnpike. I don't know what road I'm taking. I'm just gonna follow the map. But those, travelers rest stop areas, I mean, I could pull over somewhere and just use my bathroom, but I probably usually in 4 hours of driving, 4 or 5 hours, I stop to go maybe once. So I think I'm gonna dump here on my way out. Especially since I'm leaving pretty early. Most people leave a little later. Hopefully there's not gonna be too many people. Like, sometimes the RVs line up as they wait in line one by one to dump their tanks before they leave the park. And since today's the Friday after, no, not Friday, that was yesterday. It's Saturday. It's the day that most people are arriving. I don't think a lot of people do park hopping like how I'm doing. So, and only for one night. So possibly today a lot of people are arriving. Not very many people are leaving. Maybe a lot of people might be leaving tomorrow since it's Sunday. So, fingers crossed that there isn't a line to dump my tanks, and I'm just gonna do it. And I'm actually quite hot. It's supposed to be like 60, 61 degrees. Maybe it's the humidity. I don't feel cold at all. I'm wearing sweatpants, and a t-shirt. I was gonna wear a long sleeve shirt. I'm so glad I didn't. And I was gonna bring my hoodie jacket, and I'm glad I didn't either, because I would have been holding it the whole time. I know myself. For me to get really cold, it has to be really cold. Like, this is not cold. This is comfortable. But then again, I think it's the Florida humidity. If it's 60 degrees and it's dry, it's different.